What is up, guys? I hope you guys had an amazing Easter. I am filming this around Easter time, so this could probably be a short video. As you guys are probably the same as me, is I'm insanely busy right now. Easter is always insanely busy, especially for us production people, or if you're a musician for your worship team. It's like a never-ending cycle. It's like the week before Easter is just never-ending. So hats off to you. Hope it was great. This is coming out like a week or two after Easter. Yeah, so mixing cheat sheet down below, absolutely free. Check that out. Let's dive in. So today we're going to talk about how to get your percussion to kind of cut through the mix, without it being like annoying. So I just finished, mixing the single, Good on Your Promise for Resurrection Life Church. I think they're out of Alabama, right, Elijah? Is that where you guys are from? I don't know. Anyways, he can text me. This should be out by now, and I won't release the video unless it's out. So I will link it down below if you guys want to check out the full song, the final mix and everything like that. But I had the honor to mix their first single, and so I was really, really stoked about this. They did an awesome job of production and everything. But this is gonna be super, super simple. So they sent in some tambourines and some shakers and stuff. And so this is the second chorus of the song where they introduced the tambourine for the first time. And when I first brought it in, so I'm just going to kind of show you guys what I did here. When I first brought it in, this is what it sounds like. Solid tambourine, okay? Like, great sample. Don't know who chose it. Don't know if they did it live. Doesn't matter. It's solid. And then we can listen to it in the mix here with the plugins off. So I really like it. I think it needs more top end. So what I would normally do is I'd open up a Pro Q3, and I would take, as you can see, I literally had two nodes here, because this is usually what I do, something like this. I don't know, just like a shelf or something, and then I'll toss it back in. And so now it's kind of a little bit too much in the mix, so I would pull it down. But the issue that I was having was every time I pulled this up and then pull the fader down, it really didn't do anything. Like, it didn't do what I wanted it to do. It didn't like cut through the mix usually and sound good. It didn't like, every time I lowered the fader, it's like I couldn't get it low enough. And then by the time I got it so low, it was like, it just didn't sound good in the mix. And so I was really battling through that. And so in comes split EQ. And if you guys have not used this before, I'll put a link down below. It's an affiliate link. But if you guys like this EQ is insane. So there's a lot of things you can do with it, and you can like, there's a lot of things you can do. Maybe if you guys want to see me kind of do like a full review on this EQ plugin, I can. But this is probably my favorite EQ, to be honest. Put this back to 0. I don't know why that's there, but so basically what this is it gives you 6 EQ bands, and each band is split between a tonal and a transient EQ. So basically what that means is like the blue is going to control the actual tone, the timbre, the sound of the actual instrument that it's on. The green will actually control the transient. So if you want more like attack sounding, you would bump it up. If you want less attack sound, you bring it down. And so what I wanted to do was I actually wanted to get a lot less attack, but keep a lot of high end. So you can see I boosted the high end like crazy. Like this is 9 dB here, and then I'm taking out 6 of the transient gain. And so I'm just going to give this a play in solo so you guys can hear what this sounds like. So I take it off and put it back in. So I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's pretty subtle, but what it does is it's adding a lot of that top end tonal. So it's getting that really like kind of like that shimmery sound that I wanted out of the tambourine in the first place, but now that I'm pulling out some of the attack, some of the transients, it's now going to sit in the mix a lot better. So let's throw it up here. I'm going to boost it just back up to like -5 here, and then we'll hit play. So super subtle, and I love having the tambourine in the chorus because it adds just a little bit of a boost, some life to it, but I just couldn't get it to sit well. And then last but not least, I always add a little bit of reverb to the percussion just to kind of put it in a space, and it does smooth it out even a little bit more. So we're at 15% on the mix on Valhalla plate, 3-second decay. So I'm just going to solo this. You probably won't be able to hear it in the mix anyway as much. So we're just going to solo this, and I'm just going to... So that's with the reverb on. So you can kind of hear it when I pause. Yeah. And so if I take it off, super dry. It feels like they did this in like a perfect little studio, but then you turn it back on. Almost, you almost want it to feel like someone's playing the tambourine in the sanctuary during the live recording, but you also don't want that because everybody's timing is terrible. So I hope you guys kind of get the gist of that. If you guys want to kind of understand more of what I mean, if that didn't make sense, I actually did this on the snare too, but a little bit different. So on the snare, let's get over to the snare bus. Okay. So on the snare, have all my kind of like my regular processing, we're running trigger, and then we're running, both mics, snare top and snare bottom. And then they all run through the SSL 4K. If you guys haven't seen my drum video, you would see a lot of the same processing. This is probably a little bit different than that because it's a different mix. But last on my snare bus chain is I actually have split EQ. And so this one is a little bit different. So what I did is I took the transient and boosted the heck out of it. So we're at 8.5 dB of transient gain. And it's because I didn't necessarily want more top end out of the snare. I wanted more of the crack, like the actual top end crack out of the snare. And so this is it's interesting because it makes it sound like I'm adding top end, but if I were to do it on like a normal EQ, it wouldn't sound as good. So let's just give this a solo. I'm gonna do it soloed off real quick. So snare sounds great, but then I put this in, and you're just going to get that top end crack. Right? And so now let's A/B it in the mix. So I'm going to turn it off real quick in the mix. Game changer. And like what's great is it's not really changing the tonality of the snare, it's just making that smack like super bright. So yeah, this EQ is awesome. Super easy way to either add more transient, but just to a certain part of the instrument, not necessarily the whole thing. Because like there are tons of really great transient designers like Smack Attack that I use all the time, or DS Drum Shaper. Those are really, really good transient designers. But this is special because you can control the EQ of the transient. Mind-blowing to me. So this is killer. Hats off to these guys, to Eventide, for creating this, because this is very unique. And I'd use it all over the mix all the time because it's just so you can pinpoint little things about each instrument and add a little bit of bite or take it away like we did with the tambourine. So that's it for the video, guys. Again, Eventide link down below for the split EQ. It's an affiliate link, so check that out. I'm grateful for you guys because it'll help the channel, help me make more videos. And then last but not least, do not forget about the cheat sheet down below. Absolutely free. I hope it blesses you guys. I hope you guys had an amazing Easter, and I will see you next week. Bye.